Yo YouTube, it's your boy Premier, back today with another banger, and in today's video we're going to be going over how to make a rebirth build, all the steps you need to do. I've seen a ton of confusion in the comment section on it on my most recent video. First things first though, like the video if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and make sure to turn the post notifications on so you don't miss the next banger. First step you need to do, you need to get the quest and you need to go to the moat. Now I see a ton of people in the comment section confused. Is it a season 2 thing? Are you allowed to do it? I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to do it in season 2, but if you try these steps and it doesn't work for you, it's an issue on 2K's part. This is exactly how I made my rebirth build. I just wanted to let everyone know the exact steps you need to do, and just to clarify that because there was a ton of confusion in the comment section on my most recent video. Now from here, once you accept that quest, once you have done the quest, all you do is play 10 games of 3v3 in the park. Go watch my most recent video if you need the steps on it in more detail, but from here just go to the builder, make your rebirth build, and let's get started. For the position, my rebirth build, what I ended up going with, I needed to make a popper on PlayStation. I already have a lockdown build, but I'm going to be making a popper in this build video. Need one for stage. The skill breakdown you need to select, in most recent years, the skill breakdown you would always select for any type of shooting big man, 2K20, even going back in recent years, you would always select half green, Hall of Fame shooting, Hall of Fame defense. And in 2K21 current gen, pure reds were really popular, and I've even seen, at first I was trying to lab these pure reds with less green, but look at the attributes here: 83 defensive rebound, 80, but go down here to the more green than red, and the shooting on that last one was 68 3-pointer. This one gets a 78 3-ball, higher defensive rebound, higher block. It just doesn't make sense how this build is better and it gets less defense in it. I don't understand that one there on 2K's part. But from here, for the physical profile you need to choose, you have two choices. You can look at the speed and the vert. It only goes down a little on the speed and the acceleration, but the vert does almost go up by 10. But when I'm making a center build, I want a center build with the fastest speed, the fastest acceleration. You know, unless you're playing like a paint beast with high strength, which no one really makes in this 2K, I don't think you'll have to worry about that. That's more of like a next gen thing. Now, here's the shocker on my popper build: no standing dunk. Shout out my boy Sxpreme. I was talking to him. He had been labbing his popper as well, and he said you don't need standing dunk, you only need the driving dunk, because the way the game is pretty much played this year, you're not like ever going to be sitting block on a popper, you know. There's no reason, and if you are, you can catch the lob. It still lets you catch it. You just most of the time do a layup. Now for the shooting though, I only went 21. That is kind of a surprise. I did not expect to do that. You need the playmaking. I know it sounds crazy, but you're like, why would you need 10 playmaking? You're going to need glue hands, unpluckable, some form of bailout, and some form of bullet passer, you know. And honestly, if I could still afford needle threader, I would try to get that in there as well. This is the badge breakdown I ended up going with: 121, 10, 23. On a popper, you don't need to be really slipping, and if you do, it's a wide open slip anyway, so you're just going to take the wide open driving dunk. You know, maybe you have to lay it up. It's not the worst thing in the world. But the one thing I thought about is like, maybe I could get more shooting if I dropped 1 playmaking. Maybe I could get like 23 shooting, 9 playmaking. I even tried to come down to like 8 just to see if I could finesse maybe an extra badge somewhere. I was not able to do that. In my opinion, you either look at 123, 8, 23, or you can look at 122, 9, 23. I tried to maybe come off the defensive badges here a little, but even though you can get 123, 10, 22, I personally don't want to sacrifice my steal. Steals are really important in this game. From my lockdown to the popper, I played on this popper yesterday in rec, in the park. I did notice a difference in the lanes just because I didn't have the same steal rating, and I have a 66 steal rating, so I couldn't imagine if I didn't have any steal rating at all. So I recommend keeping the steal, keeping the 23 defensive badges, even though you do end up losing like 1 or 2 badges there from the 123, 10, 22. I still think that last badge count is better for what you need to do as a center, and make your center burly. If you're not burly, what are you doing? How do we tell you? You know, but also, I forgot to do this. You need to go to your settings and change it from imperial to metric. I do apologize. I went ahead and sped all this up. I did not mean to include that. If anyone needs to get a second look at the build, anyone missed the attributes, here you go one more final time as well: 123, 10, 23. or excuse me, 121, 10, 23. But for the height, I had to go metric, and I will explain. On the 6'9", you lose a lot of speed, but you do get a benefit of a higher rebound. But on the 6'8", you have a lower rebound, but you're like faster. I'm afraid the right inside can kind of dog you on that 6'8". So I thought, you know, how can I increase my defensive rebounding here? You know, the only way I could see myself doing that and not sacrificing enough speed, I had to go 2.05, because when you drop down to 85 kilometers, you're going to end up with a 79 speed, 77 acceleration, plus 8 on the speed. That's going to be an 87 speed, 85 acceleration. That is demigod-like. When you max out the arms as well, you're gonna end up with a 76 driving dunk at 99 overall, 81 midi at 99, 83 pointer. You're gonna end up with a 94 once you put on your defensive rebounding sleeve. That's important on this build. The attribute sleeve for defensive rebounding is important. This build is a demigod. It gets all the attributes. In my opinion, it's better than a 6'8", it's better than a 6'9". It's a tad more balanced. The 6'8", you sacrifice a lot on the defensive end in the paint, but the 6'9" is a little slower. That's why I had to go 2.05 meters. And for the takeover, glass take, if you're really worried about it, look at Sharp. If you're worried about shooting with the 21, but honestly, shooting is easy enough in this game. 21 is plenty. I was talking to my boy Damo. Damo says you only need 18 shooting badges. So I'm over here like 21 is fine. I'll be good with glass cleaner take, especially because they have the see the future aspect. I will be able to see where the ball is literally going to be as well. And now, as you can see, you have a glass cleaner similar to Jaren Jackson Jr., Sean Kemp, Jason Tatum. This build is a demigod, and I will show you how many badges you get and what attributes I would upgrade. I will show you come out as a 90 overall. I will show you the rebirth is no cap. I'm sorry it's not working for some of y'all. I see your frustrations in the comment section, and I really wish I had the answers. I don't know what 2K is going to do about it. I just hope they fix it. There's no way they only left the rebirth quest in the game for a few days. That's not fair to everyone. They will be forced to bring it back. But as you can see, I do get 1 finishing badge. I get 8 shooting badges off rip, 4 playmaking, and 8 defensive. That's calm. That is calm. That's Hall of Fame sniper off rip, silver catch and shoot, bronze corner, bronze deadeye. As well for the playmaking, I don't even think you need break start this year. Bullet, I throw dots to my point guards down the court, to my lockdown on the break. Those are the badges I would recommend as well. The bailout is necessary in case you're forced to pass out. Bronze chase down is needed for animations. Bronze box out so you don't get babied in the paint. Gold rebound chaser so you get all the boards. Silver rim protector is key as well. And yeah, bronze intimidator so you get some type of contest with just your hands up there. But for the attributes that I'm going to be upgrading, showing you as well that I do get to make a 90 overall build. I already have made this build. If you go back and look when I was actually making the build, you'll see my 90 overall popper. I already juiced him. He is already upgraded. These are the attribute upgrades that I did for my build. Max the driving dunk, max the midi, max the three-pointer, max the pass accuracy, max the ball control, max the interior D, perimeter D, lateral quickness, steal, block, offensive rebound, and defensive rebounding. And as you can see with the sleeve on, you see how defensive rebounding is yellow compared to offensive rebounding is just white there in the font. That's because I'm wearing the sleeve. You need the sleeve on this build. It's actually important. If you don't end up wearing it for defensive rebound, I don't think you need it for midi. So if you don't wear it for your defensive rebounding, I think you need it for maybe the block. That's just something to think about there. This is what I ended up going with on my attribute upgrades. I hope y'all enjoy. If anyone has any more questions on the rebirth, let me know down below in the comment section. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're on the grind to 15K. Turn the post notifications on. It's your boy Premier. I'm out. Peace.
It's getting hard to keep composure. They keep trying me. I came from nothing. Now they bumping my songs overseas. I remember when I first started. They